So when I go to ALA, I get a lot of books. So I'm just going to make a whole video unboxing all the boxes that are coming in the mail. And then I'm going to make another video of my top 25 books that I want to read from ALA. So I got The House Sapphire by Marissa Meyer. This book comes out in November. And I think it's her first foray into adult, I think. I could be wrong, but this cover is really, really pretty, and I have read her before. I also got Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. This was one of the pick 2 from Penguin. I don't make a melon one of the days. And it's set in the world of the gods first introduced. Oh, this one's exciting because I didn't really love Divine Rivals. I really wanted more of like the god element, and this story might give me that, so I'm really excited for it. I also got the sequel to Sarah Doss's It Lurks in the Night. I think It Waits in the Forest, and I have to read that. That is on my TBR card at some point, but I did get the sequel, so that's exciting. And then here are some books that, like, I really was trying to be selective, but Everyone is Lying by Joan Pisa is a thriller, and it just seems like one thriller I would like to read, so I did get it. And if I wind up listening to the audio, at least it's a reminder for me. And then I also got another book, We Have No Gods by Liza Anderson. This comes out, this is from Valentine's. It comes out in 2026. And I just read What If Harry Potter Had a Non-Magical Order Sister who was also a sister. So yeah, that one sounds really, really interesting. So I got this just because I like gods. And then I got The Great Work by Sheldon Costa, which is an alchemist and a young nephew who wants to hunt down a legend in this profound, unsettling Western adventure. Perfect for fans of Karen Russell and Victor LaValle. So those are the books I got in this box. And now I'm going to go put them on the shelves. So I'm back. So I also got, I really did not get a lot of nonfiction, but I got this one, Sisters in Death, The Black Dare and Their Hunter. So this one sounds interesting. I might read this and then pass it on to my friend Tiffany, who's a big historical history fan. I am a big fan of middle grade horror, so I got The Better to Eat You With by Taylor K. Mejia. I may save this for some of my kids next year because they really do like horror. I also got to meet Lauren Magaziner, so I got The Incorruptible signed, and I love middle grade fantasy, especially in September when my brain is a bit fried going back to work, but this one's a pretty big one. It's fun. Also met her, and she might, there's a possibility we may do an author visit at my school with her. So I'd like to read the post. I also got Finding Lost. I am a sucker for anything with a puppy on the cover. And this is the same author that wrote Counting by 7. So I wanted to read this. And it's also super short. Great for like a readathon. I also got some mysteries. I got The Murder at the Wham Bam Club by Caroline Marie Wilkins. This is a diverse cozy, and it's a psychic and soul food mystery. I also got This House Will Feed by Mary Turud. This is a gothic, like, mystery gothic thriller with ghost elements to it. It still haunts me, and if I don't like this, I'll probably give it to my friend who didn't get it. I also got Tell Me Something Good by Court Stevens. This is a thriller, and I really do like her. I read one book by her that I did like, so I got this one. I also got Philosophy of Thieves, which is another like murder mystery. When stealing is a gamble, all bets are off, and this one comes out in October. I also got A Rather Peculiar Poisoning, another like small thriller, which are great palate cleansers. I also got Girl in the Creek by Wendy M. Wagner, another like thriller and mystery. And a lot of these are super short, so I'm going to kind of, once I have all my books here, I'm going to kind of do a themed vlog. The Golden Age of Magic by Luann C. Smith. She wrote The Vine Witch, and I have really wanted to read her stuff. A lot of her book is on KU, but this one will give me motivation to remember that I still have it. And then I got a graphic novel, Old Fashioned Korean Spirit, and I love putting these in my classroom library because they go quick. And then I got two, I thought these were really, really cute. They are written, these like a Taylor version, so Taylor version love stories, and then The Taylors, and this one's written by Jen Colina and Emily Yulberg, and these come out in October. And yeah, it just looks like they're cute, and I think it's kind of going into those vibes of Taylor and Taylor Swift. So yeah, that is box 2. Let me know in the comments of this video, what do you want me to see me read in a vlog? It's going to be a lot. I'm not really doing like summaries because it is just a lot of books. There's even books I'm not going to really show you. But in this video, let me know in the comments what book would you like me to see me read in a reading vlog, and then I'll kind of do a reading vlog based around that. So tell me in the below what books in this video do you want to see me read for a vlog for you guys this summer. I'm back. Okay, so this is definitely more fantasy, which is what I was going for. I got An Ocean in Port by Julie Tiu, and this is A new dystopian romance from the author of The Dividing Sky. It comes out in October. I love this cover. I also got some middle grade just because it's what I teach and I like to have some palette cleansers for my students. The Memory Spinner. This cover looks really, really pretty. Magic threads bring back lost memories, but dark secrets challenge their heart. I also got Ride or Die by Delilah S. Dawson. I don't know if I'm ready to try her adult stuff, but middle grade, I will give a shot, and my kids love horror, so if I get books. This book is one I've been, literally have had this on my neck, Illusions of Fire by Nisha Sharma for a very, 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 very long time, and I just haven't got around to it. And I wanted a hardback, so when I saw it, I grabbed it. I also got some romances, which I've been trying to get less of, but I have heard stuff up by Courtney Walsh, and this is like a theater romance, so it's Everything Coming Up Rosie. It comes out June 10th, so it's already out. And then I got The Witch of Hagstone Hill by Julie Van Veen, The Triplets Grimm. This is another really, really quick one. Again, I do a lot of like readathons, and middle grade is great. And then I also got Miss Winslow's Affair by Allison Reddy. This is a Great Gatsby retelling, I think. But also, if I don't love this, I can also give this to my friend who I think would like it more than me. I also got Julie's Song is Undateable by Susan Lee. This is her adult debut, and it comes out in October. I also really do want to read this one. This is Spider-Man and the Shadow Warrior. It's a manga from Scholastic, and once I read this, I will put this on my bookshelf and it will like fly. So yeah, I want to also tell my coworker to get this section for the library, so I'm gonna add this to my style for Emily. And I got some middle grades. I got Grave Flowers by Autumn Krause. This is from Peachtree Cheens, and I still have books on her from like a while ago, but this cover was stunning. And then I also got Empty Heaven by Freddie Kolsch, which came from Union Square. Yeah, and this one is another one that I really, really want to read. So, and then the one that I was really excited for is What Fury Brings by Trisha Levister, which is her adult romantasy, which is very, very dark, but I'm really excited. So yeah, let's see what the next box is. Every box is always a little bit random, but there was Defanged by H.E. Edmondson. I just got a few books from him because they were doing like a weird drop. I don't know if he was there to sign and then he like didn't come, but this is his new middle grade book, which I'm really excited for. I also am probably going to put this one in my library with the librarian, but it's Canto Cantago by Joni Garza Villa, and it is signed, so I'm going to add this for my coworker. I also got a graphic novel, which I'm probably going to stick in the librarian box as well. It's an original graphic novel, but I'll probably read it first and see if it's appropriate for the kids. I got another H.M. Henman, The Flicker, which is his middle grade debut. I also got The Curse of Monte Cristo, which I will definitely give to my librarian. She's always looking for it. And then this is one by Joy Reid. It's Murga and Myrtle. It's a fiction book or nonfiction book, but I may try to get the audio if she does it, but I got it because in case I don't get it, I try to read a nonfiction book every morning. Doesn't always happen. I also got H.M. Egginson's, their adult book, Home is the First Place You Run From. I'm trying to read more science fiction. I don't know how successful I'm going to be. I got another nonfiction, The Easy Way to Learn Astrology, How to Read Your Birth Chart, which is something that I've always wanted to like learn a little bit more about. And there is like a chapter on every one, so I might read this over the summer. I got a magical realism novel. It's called It's Me They Follow by Jeannie E. Cook. This one comes out in September. I also got The Return of to the Walter Boys by Ali Novak. I haven't read the first book, but this one was there, and I'm like decided to pick it up. I want to read this author, so. I also got Scarlet Morning by N.D. Stevenson, the author of Nimue. This is one of his first novels, so I want to read this one because I think I will really, really like it. And then I got How to Survive a Horror Story by Mallory Arnold. This is one of the source books that I was on the hunt for. And I also got How We Play the Game by Alexis Ned, which is a contemporary. And I do read contemporary very, very quickly. I just tend to listen to them. So yeah, that is where we are with this box. Now I have to go put these books on the shelves and find a home for them. That's always the hard part. So I will be back when I have done that. Sometimes I go into ALA with a plan, and sometimes I don't go into ALA with a plan. I mean, I always have an idea, but sometimes books just shock me. So I got The Dream Slinger by Gracie Kim. This is a book I desperately wanted to read, and I actually had it in my Amazon cart. But my Barnes & Noble cart, but I didn't actually buy it. And I'm really excited for this because I loved her Rick Riordan Presents series. My friend was reading this one night in the hotel room, so I got Float by Kate Marchett. This is another graphic novel, and I do read graphic novels a lot during readathons. I also got The Crimson Throne. This was one that I was like super excited for, and I really want to read something by this author duo because I have liked stuff by Beth Revis in the past. And then I got a new Kensington cozy, The Heir, and this is Young Victoria's Life is Posed for Grandeur, and it's a murder mystery. I also got You Found Oliver by Destin Thau. I haven't read any of his books. You can read them all as companions, but I know they're emotional. I got Fairy Morgana, which is another like Arthurian legend book with fantasy. I also got Immortal Consequence, which I think is a dark fantasy debut, which is a legendary school look into Fringes of the Afterlife. Ooh, that one looks out. This cover is also really, really pretty. I also got another mystery thriller, The Dysfunctionals, Family's Guide to Murder, which I really want to read more thrillers physically because I do like them when I read them, but I just haven't been picking them up. Also Never Thought I'd End Up Here by Anna Leong, which this book's out, but there was an arc at Scholastic, so I picked it up. And then I got The Second Story Bookshop by Denise Hunter, which is like a women's fiction romance. And then I got If We Never End by Laura Taylor Namey. I have liked some books by Laura Taylor Namey in the past, and this one is a bit on the emotional side. I also got The Last Ember by Lily Berudad. I do have an e-arc of this, but I read physical books a lot quicker, so this one is a middle grade dragon book, which, yes. I also got Jay Freeman, The Tournament of Spirits. I got book 1 last year, but this is the second book, and I might do a reading vlog where I catch up on some series that I got from ALA last year. Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson, which is a book that my friend actually got me. She knows I like Holly Jackson, and I have really liked some books by her and really not like others, but this one sounds interesting. I struggle when her characters are really, really unlikable. I also got Angelica and the Bear Prince, which is another graphic novel that is just adorable. And I also got The Dead of Summer by Ryan Layla Sala. I have struggled with his books a little bit, but if I don't like it, I will give it to my students at the library. So yeah, that is the next box. Now let's go find these homes on my shelves. Okay, so I'm back. I think I'm still missing one box that like I have sent to myself, but I got Soul Searching by Lila Sage, which I'm really excited for. This one is a new series by her. I got Dragonborn by Stretta Murray, which again, dragon books I'm gonna get. I got Outside, which reminds me of Running Out of Time, that I read when I was younger. I got School of Thieves by Peter Burns, which I love a school setting, especially with middle grade. I got Forever Ripley, which has a German Shepherd in the cover, and I have a German Shepherd. She's sleeping right now. She went outside. But I think this one might make me cry. I have to see if the dog dies in this one. I don't read books like that. A Little Too Haunting by Justine Pasella Williams. This is a middle grade mystery horror. I also have a little one, The Scarlet Ship, which is like a really, really quick novella. If I ever need one, I have it, which is great. And I got Paul Tremblay, all of these adult authors are writing kid middle grades, which works for me because I don't really read adult horror. They're too scary. I got The Resurrectionist by Catherine S. Allen, which again is a really, really pretty cover. His Face is the Sun. I already had this, but I really wanted the edges. So it's Princess, Priestess, Rebel, Thief. So I'm really excited for that one. I got The Glowing Hours by Lita Siddiqa. This is the story told from the maid's point of view of Mary Shelley. This cover is really, really pretty. I got The Remarkables Book 2 by Angie Thomas. I have book 1. I just don't know where it is. I'm going to have to find it. I got Exquisite Things by Abby Hanazina. This is a LGBTQ plus romance that comes out in September. I got Titan of Stars by E.K. Johnson. This one they were giving out finished copies, and I decided to pick up one. I have The Strawberry Patch Pancake House, which I have read, but they were giving out copies because she was there signing. And then I have another really, really quick one. This is the Wrath of the Rain God, and this is really, really little, but I will probably read it and then pass it on to my students. And then I have The House of Monstrous Women, which comes out in August. And then I have Vote for the Goat by Ali Terrace, which is another middle grade contemporary. And I got Animal Friend Rescue. This is the one book I don't think I was supposed to take accidentally, but I was too embarrassed to go back. So that is one. And then I have We Met Like This by Casey West. This is her adult debut for romances. I got The Freedom Seekers, which is a contemporary middle grade. The Silence by Dinah Riagros Walls, which is a thoughtful, harrowing expose of the troubled teen industry, which sounds really cool. Oh, my books will just tell. Ay, ay, ay. And then I got Huck and Hairball, which I will definitely put on my middle grade shelf for my students next year. And then I got An Entanglement of Witches by Sarah Rosh. I was really happy to see this one. This was one that I was excited for. I got The Bookshop Below by Georgia Sembas. I really did not like City of Stardust, but I'm willing to give her another chance. That's why I got the ARC. And then I got My Name is Benny, Volume 1, which is a graphic novel. And then I got Seven Deadly Thorns by Amber Hamilton, and my friend, being the awesome human she is, got me Calabasas by R.F. Kuang, which I'm really excited to read. So yeah, I'm going to come back when I have the rest of my boxes, but I just wanted to put these books away and have a home for them. So you guys will see me soon when I have more things to unbox. Hopefully it's like 1 or 2 more boxes, that's what I think, but I know I'm definitely missing 2 books. I know that for sure, so we'll see what else comes in the mail. This is my bigger box. This is the box that I did last. And honestly, I don't... Okay, so I got this book. It was by Karen Van Glazer, who wrote The Van Beekers, and I really did like that series. So this is a middle grade. It's called The 9 Moons of Hano and Lulu, which comes out in September. And this is set in 73-1 in China. And then it's also 1931 in China. And it's like a dual timeline storyline, which I'm really excited for. And I have really liked her other books. I thought the Van Beeker series was great. And all these books are for free. I am a middle school teacher, so a lot of the middle school ARCs I did get are for my students, and I just tend to pass them on when I'm done. I also have a library in my building now, so Emily will get a lot of these books as well. I also picked up a copy of The Firefly Crown by Zav Mandaudino. This comes out in November, and it is a middle grade fantasy. And I do not know what mythology this is, but it's a mythology-based story. It's a unlucky sorcerer must learn to wield her instinct magic in this charming middle grade fantasy series that's perfect for fans of impossible creatures and witchlings. So, and then this is when they started dropping their displays, which is how I got this. I got this from Source, so a lot of these books did come from that. I also had a really, really cute boot that I saw that everyone had bags from, so I got myself a couple of shirts. I got Happiness When I Am Reading, and I love blue, so this was great. I will probably use these shirts over the summer because they're big. And then I also got Imagine Being Afraid of Pronouns and Books, which is very, very apropos for the vibes right now in the world, so yeah. Also, Lonely Planet was doing giving away their displays, so I decided to get Women Travel Solo. This is 30 inspiring stories of adventure, power of self-discovery. And I do tend to travel a lot by myself, so this may be my book that I read like in the morning before work, but I got this for free when they were dropping their displays. Everything is for free, so I'm going to stop saying that, but yeah. I also got Of Monsters and Mainframes by Broderick Truelove. This is a dystopian novel that I have heard good things about, so I picked it up when they were dropping their displays. And my friend Sarah, I was with, said she really liked it, so hopefully I like it as well. Sorry, my phone is going off. And then my friend also got me a signed copy of The Exile by Andrea May. I actually met her when I was in line. And this is about a secret society for like former painters, I think. This was a YA book on Source Books, I think, or Simon & Schuster. So yeah, I'm really excited to dive into this one. I met the author and she seems super cool. And you rarely ever get hardbacks at these conventions. And then I also got a couple of books from Harper that they were just dropping their display copies. So like a lot of these came from that thing. I got The Literate by Susan Cole. This was from their Christian fiction section. So I have this book, and this comes out in September. It's just like I also got The Secret Investigator by Stephanie Morrill. I have really wanted to read her. I may see if I could get this on audio eventually, but I did get this. And then there was also like a 3-book limit at Harper Teen, which I didn't get the books that I actually wanted. I was hoping I would get one of them, but I didn't. So I wound up getting 3 books that came out. and they're all hardbacks. I got The Devil's Ambition by Lindsay Miller. I got A Girl Walks into the Forest by Madeline Rue. I don't even know what this book's about, but the cover looks stunning. And then I got Enemy's Daughter by Melissa Poet, and I just grabbed these quickly. You really have a lot of time to look. And then Macmillan was dropping their displays, and I got a couple of books from them. I don't remember why I grabbed these, but this one is one I'll definitely get. But A Dream by Barbara O'Connor. There's a puppy on it. I have a German Shepherd, so if there's a puppy, I might grab it. Also, I have The Songs of the Orphan's Garden, which is another middle grade book. And then I got another like contemporary, which is I've got My Love to Keep Me Warm, and this is a Christmas book. And then I also got What Fell from the Sky by Andrea Cuevas. This is another middle grade. A lot of the middle grades I will pass on to my students. And then I got Thirsty by Lucy Leanne, which is a paranormal enemies to lover, fake dating, off the scorching chemistry, vampire romance. And then the other book I got from sources, Girl Goddess Queen by B.F. Fitzgerald. It had really, really sprayed edges. I was convinced. And then I got these packs of cards for my friends, which is just trivia cards, and I will put these in my stack for my kids when I go back to school in September, which will just be an extra box. But yeah, that is this box, which is actually the last box that I did. So I was, yeah, but that is where we are. That is all the stuff that I got. Now I have to go find a home for these books, but that's what I think I'm going to do. Whenever I get a box, I'm just going to do it. So you guys will see them throughout my vlogs, and then eventually I'm going to do a top 5 or top 10 that I want to read that I was like really excited for. So yeah, that is the plan. Let me know when so yeah, I'm going to get to reading. I'm going to go put these books back. I'm going to get to reading, and when I have an update for my books, I will give it to you. Bye. Okay, so I'm back for one more clip for this. I don't know if I'm going to add another clip, but these are the books that were literally in my luggage. I just put them on top of my bookshelf, and they all fell over, so I had to re-put them up anyway. But these are books that I brought home with me in my luggage, and when I got home, I put them on a shelf, so they're a little bit easier to get down. The other ones are all in like a shelf. So this might be the last clip in this video, and I may just post it, but I may also wait. So yeah. I got the Raven Boys graphic novel, and I literally need to read this because then I could finally move on to Dream Thieves, and I just was so happy to get this because then I could actually move on and read Dream Thieves, but I just have not done that yet. I also picked up a book called House of the Beast by Michelle Wong. Comes out in August. This is about a young woman who tries to deal with a mysterious and alluring god to seek revenge for her horrific family, featuring illustrations throughout. So there are illustrations. I don't know if there are illustrations in the arc, but this cover sounded really, really interesting. And then I got another one, Bodichi's Daughter by Elodie Harper. This is a ribbon with the fearless daughter of the Celtic queen from the acclaimed Daughter of the Wolf Den trilogy. This comes out in September, and it's from Union Square. I also got Wish Upon a K-Star by Kat Chow. I really did like her first book, and I got this. This again is out already, but Disney brings a lot of like older books that they just have extra arcs for, so I was happy to get this. And then another one that is definitely out is Story of My Life by Lucy Score. This is not the pretty edition, but it does have, I want to read something by Lucy Score, and if I have this, I'm more likely to get the audiobook. I also got Beautiful Things by Emily Rath. This is actually her Regency romance. I think it's poly too, or like, I think it's like a throuple or something. I don't know what the proper term is, but this cover is very, very pretty. I'm willing to give it a shot, and if worst comes to worst, I'll grab the audio of it, but this cover is very, very pretty. And then I also got House of Rain by Harley LaRue. I haven't read anything by this author because she writes very, very dark stuff, but this is Our Forbidden Passion Unlocks Pandora's Box of Dark Magic, and once the island has you, it will never let you go. And this comes out in September. Kensington has been getting very into like fantasy romance, and I really want to do a vlog where I read a bunch of them because this one would be one that I would read. And then I also got one from Simon & Schuster, and it's Falling Like Leaves by Misty Wilson, and this is Gilmore Girls meets Jenny Han in the perfect rom-com for autumn wish fulfillment by Leigh Painter and K.L. Walter, and this literally is perfect for fall. I'll probably read this in September because I need a brain break then, but this will be great. I also got an embroidery of souls, A Stitch for Love, A Stitch for Death, A Stitch to Save the Queendom. This comes out in September. It's from Underlined, and a heart-pounding debut inspired by Mexican and German law. Ooh, this cover is stunning though, and this comes out in September. I also got The House of Quiet by Kirsten White. I really have liked some of her books, and then I haven't liked other ones. So when I saw a arc, I was like, you know what? Why don't I just grab it? And this would be great for spooky season because it is quite short. Babylon is by Constant Constantly. We got like a pretty arc box too. I left it at my friend's house. But this is a common woman, the governor she married, and the king who loved them both. So maybe, I don't know, that one sounds interesting, and that comes out in January. So this one's already out. But, and then I got Cursed Daughters by Oki and Brainwaith. A wickedly funny, brilliant, perceptive novel about love, female rivalry, superstitions of the author of a smash hit, My Sister the Serial Killer. Ooh. Okay, that one sounds interesting. The cover is very, very pretty. I would be honest, picked up because of the cover. And then I got Drop Dead by Lily Chu, another book that's coming out from Source Books, Casablanca. It got picked up. I do have the audiobook of this, and I think Philippa Chu doesn't read it, so I'll probably listen to this one at some point, but I got a physical copy to remind myself. This one I've actually technically read, A Fellowship of Bakers and Magic by Jay Perner. I might actually just throw this in my friend's box because I don't think she's read it, but I have to read the second one, so. This one is one that I do want to read, For No Mortal Creature by Kelsa Chow. I actually might put this in like a different stack because that's one that I really do want to read. I really want to read something by this author. And then I also got The White Octopus Hotel by Alexandra Bell. This, I don't know what this is. This is maybe like a magical realism, but this covers are very pretty. It's purple too. And then I got Murder Runs in the Family by Tamara Berry, which is from, I don't know where this book is from, but it's like a quick murder mystery. It comes out in April. It's already out. And then I got You Had Me at Hello World by Rona Wong, and this is a contemporary YA. So yeah, those are all the books that I got in my luggage from ALA. I have like a lot more, but I'm just doing this so that I could put them back on the shelf. So yeah, this is probably going to be the last clip for this video. Unless I decide, I don't know, you'll see the end. I'll come back and I'll end it. But I may do one more clip with my final box that's coming. We will see how much content I have. But yeah, this is my part of my ALA haul. Let me know in the comments what are some books you want to see me review in this video. Or do a video reading vlog about, and I will try to get that together for you guys because I do have a lot of time in the summer. And I will talk to you guys soon.